Hey, it's Rickner2K16 and today I have LEGO 75125 and 75126, the two LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens Microfighters. This is the Resistance X-Wing fighter, retails for $10, contains 87 pieces. This is the First Order Snowspeeder, retails for $10, contains 91 pieces. So, yep, the Microfighters are always a great value. For $10 you get an almost sort of exclusive minifigure. This one's the exclusive minifigure, and that one is technically different. That's just because it doesn't have the waist cape on that the other two have, but it's basically the same as the three in the other transporter, or not in the other transporter, in the other Snowspeeder. You know what I mean? But yeah. So let's take a look at the builds first, and then we'll take a look at the minifigs later in a minute. So starting off with the X-Wing, basically you can obviously move the wings, the S-foils into attack position and down, and that works for both sides. This is sort of what it looks like basically, with them in attack position, and then you can close them down like that. Each of these wings does have a flick fire missile on them, so if you just hold this down, can shoot them out. Maybe if I can get these two on this side to go. There we go. So you get 4 of them, and that's what the X-Wing then looks like without any of those in. So it is sort of better to keep these in just so it looks good with those guns on there. But you can take the minifig out, and there's just a nice 2x2 space in there for them to sit in. This little bit of a cockpit. For the blaster, there is sort of a way you could store it. I mean, you could just put it up on one of these pieces. It says fall off. But yeah, if you just do that, we can still open the wings up, and it just gives you somewhere to store the blaster right there. Now, there's also 2 clips on the bottom if you want to hide it a bit more discreetly. You can do that. You could put it in like so. And there you go. You can still open up the wings. But yeah, that's mainly it. You can just see some of the detail on the back. Not much, but there is some. And then you got obviously the 4 engines there, which is nice to see. But yeah, let's move on to the Snowspeeder. This one I felt was a much bigger build, only though it has 4 extra pieces, and most of those, half of them are just because it has 2 extra pieces for the backpack there, so about the same amount of pieces. But this one feels much bigger, and it does have the big cannon on the front. That's the main play feature, which is just a stud shooter where you push down on the top of here and you fire the stud off. You do get a few extra studs. So yeah, these in here are sort of loose, so you can turn them around if you want. It's got 3 tiles on the bottom for you to slide it around on, detail on the back, and yeah, there's room for 1 minifig in there, but you could probably get a couple others on the side if you want to stand them up like so, or you could sit them down up here. But there is room on this one for more minifigs than there is on the X-Wing now. You do have that little blaster there on the front, just represented by a little lightsaber hilt in black. Some detail on the front, that's what it looks like on the front there. And yeah, just overall a really nice build. Got some engine detail there, and he does sit down in there. But yeah, like that. And then obviously you can get both of these sets and they can fly around, and that's sort of the idea, is that you get both of them and then you can fly them around and yeah, attack the other one or whatever. But it's a great way to get these minifigs, and yeah. But yeah, they also look quite nice as well. I just wish the nose probably on the X-Wing was a bit longer. I just feel like it's a bit too squashed, but proportionately. But this one I feel is pretty much just a shrunken version of the First Order Snowspeeder. So I'm going to go get that and then I'll compare it to the bigger model. So here is the bigger version of the Snowspeeder, and this is just quite a bit bigger than the little one. Now one thing I don't like is like how long those bits are at the back. I feel like they could have done them in black and maybe a bit shorter, like they could have used those pieces again. But yeah, taking a look at this, I'm not going to do a review on this right now, but if you take all the stuff out of here, you can fit that in there. I mean, it does fit. It's a little big, but I mean, you could sort of get it on top. That's just for the size, but you get the detail on the front is still sort of the same, and it's a very good shrunken version of the big model. But yeah, that's basically a look at that off of the way. And I did actually just grab a minute. There we go. Pro Dameron's XWing. I have done a review on. It's very big for this new place I film in, but there we go. There's the little one. And as I said, the nose is much longer. Now, obviously, for a shrunken model, it will be smaller, but I feel like they could have just extended that by just maybe a stud. And it would have just made it look better, I think. But the wings are the cannons on the wings, and they're still basically the same. They did get the nice arch pieces in there for the engines. But yeah, overall, 2 really great sets. Definitely recommend that you go pick them up. But let's go take a look at the minifigs before we start discussing that. So here is the First Order Snowtrooper. He's included with the First Order Snowspeeder. Obviously, he gets the same backpack as the ones in the the bigger version, the main size of it. He gets a standard blaster rifle, and under the helmet is just a normal head. I put it on a bit angled. Take that off. That off, you can see his back printing there. It's not much, but it's nice to get that. Though you'll probably just keep the backpack on most of the time. It is unfortunate he didn't get the waistcoat, but I understand why they did it, because they didn't want to waste the fabric, and it wouldn't really work if he's sitting in the microfighter. So yeah, nice minifigs to get, much cheaper if you want to get 3 of these guys than getting the $40 Snowspeeder over 3 of these little microfighters. But yeah, nice little minifigure. It's great to get him in a cheap set. So yeah, and this is the Resistance X-Wing pilot, although it's technically the name is I think Axel Wexley or something. I think that's what his name is. I think the first name's wrong, but Wexley is the last name. And that's obviously easy to identify because the helmet and the face print does match the actor who plays him. And then this is the same garb, the same suit as we got on some of the other X-Wing pilots, on Poe Dameron and the other Resistance pilot. He just comes with the blaster pistol. It's a little bright there. Let me turn that down a bit. The back printing is the same. There we go. And it's a nice minifig to get, just a different version of the X-Wing pilot. It's always nice to get this, and the printing is very well done. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And before I go, just remember these are 2 different sets. This is one set, and that's one set. So no, this is not one big set. I don't know. Can you get? I don't know. Maybe there's some store that does 2 in 1 or something. But yeah, there's $10 each for the 1 minifigure and 1 vehicle. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I will see you all in the next video. So goodbye.